When it comes to powerlifting, I have found a really interesting connection between the things you dislike doing the most and the things that are the most helpful for your improvement and forcing the progress. And so I kept that in mind as I went out today. Still a little bit beat up after last night's squats and benching. Just again, it's a pretty short turnover time going from relatively heavy squats and quite a bit of volume, and same with the benching to some heavy pulls in the garage. But that's the way that I structure my training, and it really helps build mental toughness. And especially when you combine that short turnover time with something as horrendous and hate-filled as pause deadlifts. This is my least favorite exercise in the history of the universe. I think they're the most evil things ever. I hate them more than bench pressing because I can't just use the excuse that I'm bad at them. They're just ridiculously hard and they hurt your soul. But I will also say that they're probably one of the best things for improving your actual strength as a sumo puller, especially off the ground, and maintaining those starting positions. A lot of times people will miss their sumo pulls because they sacrifice their starting position right off the floor for the sake of getting the weight moving. They sacrifice their positioning for momentum, something I was talking about last night in my squatting video, where I was talking about more consistency throughout the rep, and not wanting to sacrifice your position for that momentum because it's a short-term gain. I might be able to get the bar moving faster on a sumo pull if I lean forward a little bit, if I fire my hips back instead of sticking with it and keeping everything firing at the same time. But generally, staying in that better position, once you get the bar moving, you can accelerate up. Like you see, it really gets emphasized in this pause deadlift, where it speeds all the way through to the lockout. And more time under tension on the suckiest part of the lift. It's one of the fastest ways that I know to really bring up a lagging weakness. So I hate those lifts, but at the same time, they're really good for me. And I decided to use 585 for all those, and I went beltless because I don't ever wear a belt for my pause deads. It's just the way that I do it. I'm probably going to keep those in for a while too. I've noticed my benching, one of the reasons I think it's been going up so well in the last few weeks is I broke myself out of the law of diminishing returns, where I would do the same. I've talked to a few people about this before. I've always been very big on structuring your lifting around the core movements. And I think that adding a little bit of variation with my bench with the two different grip widths, I have my competition grip, and then the two variations, I have this close grip that I've been working a lot with, and then a wider grip. And it's kind of helped me to work on the bench with different stimulus without getting too far away from the movement. And so I'll be doing the same thing with those pause deads if I can stay consistent enough and be disciplined enough to do it. You notice I'm wearing different clothes for this benching. I had an acapella rehearsal in between these two mini workouts, so I did the deadlifts in the morning, and then I waited a few hours and came back out and hit my close grip benching. But there you see the workout write-up. Was able to make up the volume that I missed out on last week with my deads, and then the bench volume is up. Everything's going up with the exception of the when I missed that set of deadlifts earlier this week. It kind of put me back a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not worried at all, and strength isn't linear. Gaining of it happens in waves, and I just have to readjust some stuff, and I have no doubts in my mind I'll be able to hit my top set next week with ease, if not have to add a little bit more weight. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, rating, and subscribe if you did. Comment down below. I enjoy the conversations. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, watch it again, give it another chance. Maybe you will change your mind. I hope wherever you are, you're doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye.